Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Technical difficulties. I was outside, and I can't close this laptop because the case is broke on it, and it pulls it apart. When I try to close it, I have to leave it open. Well, the cats decided to play with it. They had it all messed up on me, so I had to go into settings and get the brightness back up, and I had to restart it before I could do anything. But I got it figured out now. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Charlene. And I'll say hello to Austin, but I know that was 12:47 you left that comment, so you're probably not in here yet. A beautiful day here today. Hello, Emily. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably it was around 70. I didn't even check to see what the temperature was, but I would say it's probably around 70. Sun was shining. So it's a beautiful day. And thank you for welcoming everyone in, Emily. As some of you probably know, I mentioned on Wednesday night that Earl was hurt. I figured out what happened to him. The younger cockerels ganged up on him because Thursday he was even worse than he was on Wednesday. So he's separated now until he heals up. They tore quite a few feathers out of the back of his neck, cut his comb up some, and somehow he ended up injuring his leg. He's getting around better now, but he was having an awful time standing on Thursday. He's still limping, but at least he can walk around now. So I'm hoping he heals up soon. And I have a plan of how they're going to be separated now. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me you had rain again, Emily. That's all New York is. I remember years ago, we used to have some dry spells, especially during the summer it would get dry. I know the last few years, it even rained all summer. Hello, Wanda. So, hopefully he'll make a full recovery from that. But he's not going to be top rooster. So what I'm going to do when I get that covered run completed, the younger ones are going to be in there. And then Earl and his girl are going to be in the outside part of the run where they are now. And just the covered run would be for the younger ones. And they'll be sitting inside the electric fence. Oh, I bet, Emily. Yeah, people down here have been complaining about the rain. And I'm just thinking, you guys don't know what rain is. We actually get more precipitation here, a higher amount of precipitation per year than New York. But when it rains, it really rains. But we don't get the off and on showers and drizzle and stuff for weeks at a time. I remember there was one time, I wish I kept track of it, but I'm pretty sure it was about 6 weeks that we had at least a quick shower every single day. And I'm just glad to be away from that now. And we've had rain here several days in the past week, but I think one night it rained all night. But other than that, it'll just be a quick downpour, and then it'll clear up. It's not good for Jeff's new property, especially with that ground all being disturbed. That's holding up him getting his septic system in. But here at Brett and Deborah's, I'm not contending with any mud here at all. All the rain is either soaking into the ground or running off. There's one puddle just outside the camper. It'll puddle there about a half inch. Yep. I know what you mean there about the dark and gloomy, Emily. I wish I had written it down. I was just reading on Facebook today the certificate for the winter that we had. I think overall it was, I believe, the 15th warmest winter on record. The month of January was our coldest month. That was one of the colder months ever in this area. But December and February were a couple of the warmest months ever. I'll look those statistics up again. It's a meteorologist out of Little Rock. I follow him on Facebook. I really like him. So I'll look those statistics up and I'll have them for Wednesday night. But I've been very pleased with the weather here. You see, 10 months to the day that I've been here. I got here on May 10th of last year. And these first 10 months, I've been very pleased with the weather. Yeah, we've had some nasty weather. That week in January when we had the snow and cold, I didn't appreciate that. But basically, that was our entire winter. Hello, Jenny. We had a couple of days that only got up into the low teens, below zero at night. But it was just a very short period of time, so I can deal with that. Yeah, normally an owl will go after chickens, but the injured owl, I could see that seeking shelter in a chicken coop. Yeah, I like owls, but you just got to keep them away from the chickens. You know, the sun's right in the right position over there, so that's interfering a little bit today. I apologize for that. For next Sunday, I'll find something to hang up in the window to cut down on that sun glare. Emily, are you asking why you need to keep owls away from chickens? It's because owls will kill chickens. Obviously, an injured owl was okay. But, yeah, the owl was injured, so it wasn't out to kill him. But normally, owls will kill chickens. Fluffy, please quit pushing on it. Fluffy's laying on the backside of my laptop, and she just rolled over and pushed it on me. Hello, Nancy. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about predators with my chickens. Hello, Henry. There's 11 dogs in the yard here now. There is one of them that I don't trust too far with the chickens. But other than that, they keep the predators away. There was a possum in the yard one night. They eliminated the possum. And once I get moved, I'll have 2 livestock guardian dogs. So I know they're going to keep the raccoons away, which Jeff has had problems with. And possums, anything else, they'll keep away. Hopefully they'll scare snakes away. I am not a fan of snakes at all. Yes. Cats do like computers, Emily. You got that right. Because they had my laptop all messed up when I came back in this afternoon. I had to restart it and go into settings and get my brightness back up. That's why I was 5 minutes late starting my live, because I was trying to get that taken care of. Hello, Wanda. Yep. When an animal's injured, things change a little bit. Hello, Steve. So, what was I saying? Well, my back's finally starting to get better now. Oh, that bothered me all week. I thought it'd just be 2 or 3 days that I have issues. It was all week. Today is the first day that I'm back pretty much to normal. But I guess that happens occasionally. I'll be starting physical therapy a week from tomorrow. I stopped into a physical therapy place last week and asked them if I needed script from the doctor or what the deal was with it. And they said since it's self-pay, I don't need a script from the doctor. She could just set me up for an evaluation and they'll go from there. Hello, Jonesy. Yes, Emily. I was putting heat on my back and on my leg. I was alternating One day I got up in the morning and it was so bad that I just sat here in the chair for probably like 4 or 5 hours, just alternating the heating pad between my back and leg. Leave it on my back till it got warmed up good and warm, and then I was putting it on my leg. Yes, I believe the physical therapy will help me. Because I was in physical therapy for a year and a half. It just ended last year in April. So it was from November of 2021 until April of 2023. And then the insurance company didn't want to pay for it anymore. But they kept extending it for a year and a half. It didn't make me completely better, but it did help a lot. Hello, Des. The only time I use cold packs is for swelling. So I've got something that's swollen up, I'll put an ice pack on that. But for the most part, I have good luck with the heat. And I know when I was going to physical therapy, that was the first thing they did when I walked in. They put a heat pad on my back for, well, supposed to be until the heating started going down, wasn't as intense, which should have been 15, 20 minutes. But I usually sat there until the heat pack was almost cold. And I did some stretches while I was sitting there. And then they'd put me on a bike for 15 minutes. And I guess checking to see if I missed anyone here. If I did miss anyone, just say something again. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to eat dinner yet. I got it sitting here. I'll probably shut my camera off and eat that here shortly. Okay, Emily. I'll be here for a while. Yeah, I bet you she loves that human food, Emily. I know Brett and Deborah buy chicken specifically for the dogs. They get, not sure how much they are, but they're the cheap ones. They get chicken quarters. They get them in Walmart if they're at Walmart because they're cheapest there. And if not, they'll get whatever they get cheap at Harps. And the dogs absolutely love it. Oh yeah, Earl's, he's separated. He's out there with them. But he's in a dog crate for now till he heals up. He's doing better. I'm hoping it doesn't take too long. Okay. Thanks, Emily. I'm still going to be here. You're going to be able to hear me. But I'm going to shut my camera off for a few minutes, and I'm going to eat my dinner. But I'll still be talking to you. I'm still here, so yeah, go ahead and chat. I'll be able to answer questions and stuff. I'm having chicken strips, corn, and mac and cheese. One of the banquet TV dinners. I always keep a few of them on hand. So if I get busy and don't have time to cook something, or if I'm just having an exceptionally bad day, I can just toss it in the microwave and don't have to worry about standing there and cooking something from scratch. That's kind of difficult for me to do. But I plan on doing some canning eventually. And one thing I'm going to do is can up some soup. Because the canned soup you buy in the store isn't my favorite. Like, actually, there's very little that I can say I really like. So I'm going to make my own soup and can that. So I'm making you hungry, Wanda? Sorry about that. Well, that don't sound too bad where you are, Jonesy. I'll have to see what our weather is here. Yes, that's what I figure. Because then something like this here is running late today. If I had some beef stew canned up, just open up that, warm it up. I'm like about 65 here. Now maybe it's starting to cool off a little bit because I thought it was a little bit warmer today. But still not bad. Still a beautiful day for March. Yeah, even warmer there, Jonesy. The next week and a half is supposed to be a little cooler here than we've been having. But it's not going to be cold by any means. It's a lot of it's 60s and 70s. Got a few nights going to get down into the 30s. North of here, they are predicting frost and freezes. But we're not supposed to get that. But we're going to be pretty darn close. on a couple nights. These chicken strips are good. I put some honey on them. I bought some local raw honey that is produced right here in Arkansas. And I like that honey better than the honey that you normally get in the store that was made in like 3 or 4 different countries. Hello, Ostrava? Am I pronouncing that right? I'm sorry if I messed that up, because I'm afraid I probably did. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Want to welcome you in. Okay. I'm actually starting to get better with names, being on YouTube for coming up on to 2 years now, because I see names come in and I always want to try to pronounce them right. So I'm actually getting better. Not far from perfect, though. Oh, yeah, Henry, I know what you mean there. Probably in Vermont, you're not guaranteed spring till mid-April. I know that's what it was like when I was in New York. If you were lucky, spring came in March, but I know a lot of times there'd be mid-April before you could actually say it was spring. Hello, Youper. Okay, Jenny. I'll be here. There was a Danceville festival I wanted to go to this year. It ended today. Unfortunately, between my back and the weather, ended up not making it. So I hope I can make that next year. I love daffodils. Unfortunately, there's a lot of daffodils around here. And that's one thing I'll be planting when I get moved. And those, Jeff has some there that he's leaving. But I don't think he does. I'll definitely be planting some daffodils. Okay, yeah, I know this is dinner time, so not a problem. I guess what I'm doing right now is eating my dinner. I usually try to eat before my live But I was outside today, cleaning out the chicken waterers and getting them fed and watered and stuff, and got back in here a little bit late. Of course, we happen to have Earl quarantine. That's another feeder I have to fill, another waterer that I gotta wash out and fill up. I've been collecting some eggs. Should be getting them in the incubator sometime this week. We got a lot of rain this week, so they're tracking mud in the coop. Even though I put a lot of straw in there, they're still getting in there and stepping on the eggs and stuff, getting them all muddy. Some of them not too bad, some of them quite a bit. The one that's really bad, they're just going to be the eggs that I'm going to use. And also, they went a while there, they weren't laying too good. I think maybe... No, because it happened before. I was going to say maybe with everything going on with Earl and the younger cockerels, got them upset. But even before that, they weren't laying as good as they should. Because I've got my 4 older hens that are laying, and one of the younger ones, my Easter egger, is laying every day. But one day I only got 2 eggs. The Easter egger and one of the older ones. A couple of days, they only got 3 eggs. Well, both yesterday and today, I got 5 eggs from them. So I'm hoping that whatever was going on has resolved itself and they're going to be back to laying good now. Hello, Brett. Hello, Austin. Because from what I understand, one of the things I want to ask Jeff the next time I'm talking to him, but from what I've been reading, you have the best success with eggs that are less than 5 days old. Well, at 5 eggs a day, and taking out one every now and then that is too dirty, I can get, it's to the 2 incubators, and I'd like to have them hatch at the same time. You're looking at 33 eggs. So that's going to take, if they keep laying every day and not too many of the eggs are unusable, that's going to take 7 or 8 days. I read ideally you want them within 5 days, but I don't think 7 or 8 days is going to be a problem. So I'll get those in the incubator as soon as I can. Because I've got 2 orders for chicks right now. Right now, they're just going to be barnyard mix, and both people realize that, and they're fine with that. But when I really start hacking chicks out, they're going to be purebreds. I can still do barnyard mix if someone wants some. But my main thing is going to be the purebred. So if they want Barred Rocks or Buffalo Orpington, Black Astor, Easter Egg, or whatever, that's what they'll get. But what I hack now could be a mix of any of those breeds. Yeah, Brett saying there the rats are trying to rewire the pump. Yeah, when I was out trying to get the chicken waters cleaned out today, pressure was low. I didn't think anything of it. Well, maybe Deborah's watering the goats or something, because if you have another hose running at the same time, it drops the pressure a little bit. And then go right down to nothing, just a trickle. Asked her about it. Nope, she hasn't been using water. Breaker was tripped to the pump. And that's what Brett discovered. The rats have been chewing on the wire going to the pump. Him and Deborah were able to make a temporary repair to it. Now they got to get stuff, run a new wire to it and stuff. But at least I'll keep Brett out of trouble. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, yeah, you got that right, Brett. No keeping you out of trouble. Hopefully, between the dogs and cats, they can eliminate those rats. Almost done my dinner here. It'd be good for a few hours. Guaranteed I'll have something later on this evening. Probably a bagel. Bagels are good anytime. Or might have some bacon. They've been running some real good sales on bacon past few months. And every time it's on sale, I grab about 3 pounds. It's been anywhere from about $2.50 to $4 a pound. And I haven't been buying much bacon up until the past few months because it was getting so expensive. But hey, if they want to run a sale like that, I'm stocking up on it. Well, these chicks are getting big. You'll have to get a couple of them out and show them later on. Hello, DJ. Yeah, I'm sure these chicks be happy when they get outside, but got some nights coming up. It's going to be a little bit too cold for them. Because they're doing real well right now. They're still not fully feathered out because they're only a little less than 3 weeks old. But they're not using the heat now. Once in a great while, one or two of them will go under the heat plate, but very rarely. They're either huddling together on top of the heat plate or over in the corner away from the heat plate. They really have no interest in that heat now at all. Yep, that's the way to do it, Brett. You put that in metal conduit, then you don't need to worry about it. I know my father always said, very rarely will a cat go after a rat. You always say cats are good for mice, and they'll get birds and chipmunks and stuff you really don't want them getting. But as far as rodents, he always said they'll go after mice and moles. That was two things he said they were really good for, but he always said they don't like rats. Yep, that's the best thing, Brett. You get everything in conduit, then you don't need to worry about it. Well, it doesn't sound bad, Wanda. No, you got a pretty good sized cat there, Brett. Buster's no small cat. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much the size. But the way my father used to explain it, there's just something about rats that doesn't interest cats. Hello, zombie. Hello, Ark Wild Man. And I don't have any mice or rats in the camper here. That's for sure. Cats would take care of that if they needed to. Actually, I was living in New York. I did have a rat get in my camper. I heard it chewing down in the belly of the camper for a few days. And then all of a sudden, it came out from underneath my bed one day. And it went running across the floor. The cats did chase it. And I had the bottom drawer. There was a line of drawers under the counter. I had the bottom drawer pulled out so the cats could get in there. Because when I first moved in that camper, it'd been sitting in the woods for years. And there was a ton of mice in there. Cats couldn't get to some of them. So I pulled that bottom drawer out so the cats could get in there and get in the cabinets and stuff and take care of the mice. Well, the rat went in there and I never saw it again. It must have found a way to get out and it was gone. You're there, the cats got it and ate it. But I never saw the body. Okay. I'm done eating now. So what you're saying, Brett, is the chicken went in, came out, and then back in again? Well, we think Earl wants to eat you? If that feeder I have in there for him, it's actually a chick feeder. But I put in there for him, and that lasted him 3 days. It wasn't completely empty today, but it was pretty much. I don't think it would have lasted him far into tomorrow. So I filled that back up for him. But he is walking better now. Well, I'm gonna get a couple chicks out. Well, one at a time. Guess I gotta sharpen my knife. Didn't want to cut a zip tie. Who wants to come out? You want my little barred rocks? Huh. Oh, good. There, get up a little higher because some not bothered. Getting feathered out in the barred rock pattern. A cute little thing. You'd want the Easter eggers. And she's got a real nice feathered pattern there. This is one that escaped on me the other day that I was telling about. Well, you're the one. This one's going to be kind of different. This is another one of the Easter eggers. Looks like wings are going to be white, and their neck is feathering out this color. And then, I don't know how well you can see, but a few black spots there. It's going to be kind of a unique color. There you go. Still seeing 29 now, Gary? I just liked it, and I would like 31. Hello, Gary. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that, DJ. When they were real young, I didn't want to do it. Now they're getting older. I'll take them out and I'll show them. Well, when I was eating, I didn't see Earl. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Just a minute here. There we go. Sorry about that. I've got to put the ticker up with my members. I got it updated and then I forgot to scroll. Hello, C. Peyton. Yeah, it's a lot. This is talking between each other. Try to make sure I didn't miss any comments for me. Yeah, I get a decent sized group come and hang out with me, Gary. Hello, Sassy777. You're doing pretty good. Watch it, Brett. Jerry will come and arrest you. It might be slightly out of his jurisdiction, but I'm sure he doesn't care. Hello, cruising is fun. Yeah, when you were doing those interviews on your live, was it yesterday, day before there, Gary? Those were interesting. Well, Gary, that'd be a way to get you to come here to visit. And Brett's thinking, just do it during work hours. That'd be a good excuse to get out of work. Hello, the chicken. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a bad idea, Gary. That's no fun, Gary. Hey, your boss and I said it's okay for you to be on panel. Yeah, actually, as you're interviewing people, if you plan that ahead and whoever you're interviewing could mention it on a live or a video or put up a community post or whatever, that may get some people to your channel that otherwise wouldn't go there. Yeah, I'm glad we saw our last snow about 2 months ago. I'm trying to bring my live back up on my phone because Oriole laid on it and closed it out. I like to keep this going just in case I need it. I haven't done a lot of shorts because I wasn't having good success with them. Out of all the shorts I did do, I probably didn't gain more than 20 subs from all of them. And I only had maybe 2 or 3 that had over 1,000 views on them. most of them didn't have as many views as my regular videos. That's why I quit doing them. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Austin. My back's finally starting to feel better now. Today's the first day I can say that I'm somewhat normal. Not normal like you guys are thinking, but as far as my back goes, I'm close to where I was a little over a week ago, before I got hurt last Sunday. But boy, there was a few days this week. It was hurting pretty good. Yeah, I can't really say I've ever been normal either, Gary. Our last snow was, I'll look it up, January 14th. It actually stayed around until the 18th. But last time it actually snowed here was January 14th. There was a time or two that there was some wet flurries mixed in with the rain, but not anything you really could call snow. Yeah, it's very rare for Judy not to show up at some point during the live. Hopefully she does. That's not bad. Only get snow once every 4 years. Yeah, I'll be getting a video out this week to check in. But I got to get those 2 reviews done. I got both of those companies upset at me because it's taking so long. One's really upset. It's been over 6 months on that one. And then there's some other stuff that I can do a video on. I'm on my old laptop right now, Gary. I still haven't heard back on my other laptop. I'm hoping to get that back soon. But this is my old laptop, and it works okay. If I said it was working good, I'd be lying. I didn't tell the chickens this morning I was coming. Told them this afternoon. I didn't get outside this morning. I was lazy. Got up, went to church, had breakfast, Then I went to visit Nancy, our treasured home. And I would get watching various videos. Then I finally got outside. Oh, that's good, C. Peyton. And sometimes it takes a while to get built up. Yeah, we got some rain coming, that's for sure, to check in. Hello, Judy. You must have heard Brett asking about you. And I told him you'd show up for the live was over. Well, that's fine, Gary. I don't have a problem doing a little self-promotion at all. Go right ahead. Yeah, I gotta get set up different here. Yeah, I got something for show and tell, but I'm going to wait on that. Oh, no problem, Gary. That's what's all about. I think everyone in here is trying to help someone. That's just what we do. That's why I've got the drop commands in here for people to be able to put the link up. And that's why most people are moderators, so they can check each other's channels out. I know there's a few channels that are very much against that, but I'm not. You know what the show and tell is, don't you, Judy? Well, we'll wait until Tony gets here. Well, I have another one here. I know they won't be in here, but one person that's involved with it is here. So we'll do this. Actually, I'll probably do a video on this also and tag them in it. This card I don't want to show, but anyways, it's the Peanuts Gang. Congratulations, Peter, on your win on our recent road trip to Oregon and back. and being gifted the saltwater taffy from Wanda Henry. Hope you enjoy them. Thank you for always joining in on our lives. Much love to you, Lisa and Jesse. Here's the saltwater taffy that Wanda Henry won and then gifted it to me. Thank you very much for that, Wanda. And as you can tell, it's open. A few pieces missing. Couldn't resist. This one I haven't opened yet. But this is 100% pure natural Pacific Northwest Sasquatch poop. I don't want to show too well. Well, hoping that show up a little better. But I'll do a video on this and I'll get it good. You okay, Oreo? Yep, it's already over 29, Gary, so. Oh, yeah. You got one channel you want to get more subs on. Make sure you share and link that, Gary. Yep, I sure did get Wanda's candy. Yeah, I was following the tracking on it. It came in the post office Saturday morning. And I was there Saturday morning to pick it up. You eat it, Judy. I don't know, crickets and worms. Doesn't really sound real appetizing, Gary. Yep, you found the drop command, Gary. You can type either king or drop. A lot of people are typing drop, so I just added that into the command. Hello, Tony. Hello, Don. Yeah, I was having problems typing on my laptop earlier because cats are pulling the keys off it. Well, Brett and Deborah went to visit Tony and Judy yesterday and came back this for me. In this envelope. With a couple cookies. And a book. I can't get the book to show. But it's How to Speak Southern. So. And it lists words in here. And tells you what the meaning is. And then it uses it in a sentence. Okay, the page I opened up on here. Pick one here. Clause. C-L-A-W-S. An appendix to a legal document. You'd be advised to study that clause very carefully. Fall. F-A-W-L. What happens when you lose your balance? He tripped over the kayak and took a bad fall. I haven't got through the whole book yet. I just been looking through it. Yeah, there's some good ones in there. Because Judy wants me talking more Southern, so I'll try. Yeah, you're trying, Judy. And then, where is it? I don't want to show. And I was going to ask Deborah today, and I forgot to. What's in the jar that was in there, Judy? Hello, Deborah. No, Jeff hasn't given me my Christmas ornament yet. He's got two things that he's supposed to give to me that he hasn't given to me yet. I also won in Jen and Wiley's giveaway. And I owe Jeff 2 lunches. And he says he won't give that to me until I take him out to lunch. But the thing is, he never has time to go out to lunch. I've been trying to get him to go out to lunch for month and a half now. Well, thank you, C. Peyton. The chick's right here next to me. I always keep my young chicks inside until they can safely go outside. Okay, I came up and checked because I knew I was missing some stuff, so now I'm going to go back down. Hello, Amy. I got some whites I got yesterday I got to show you, Brett. They're not solar. They run on 2 or 3. I think it's 3 AA batteries. They're similar to the lights that you bought last year and tried hanging up and ended up breaking them. They're similar to those, only they run off batteries instead of solar. That's an idea, Dawn. I did pronounce it the way it says. You just don't understand correctly, Deborah. Oh, okay. Cowboy candy. I wonder if maybe it was. I'll probably open that up and try that tonight. What do you mean cold tonight, Gary? Doesn't get cold in Mississippi. It's cooling off here. I got 2 windows open here to get a cross breeze in here. And it can get up to the point I'm getting ready to close these windows. Okay, Judy. You grew the peppers yourself? Yeah, I hope to get to the point where I can start growing and canning. Can't do that until after I get moved, though. So I don't know how much is going to happen this year, but next year. Yeah, I stopped at the co-op yesterday to get some pine shavings. And I see they were loading some plant starts there with a forklift. The guy bought a bunch of them. And they put them on the forklift to move them over. And then he loaded them in the back of his truck. How'd that feel, Superman? Superman was walking across the top of the brooder, and one of the chicks reached up through and pecked his foot. Well, anything on top of the brooder, they get. If I put my hand here, I'll get bit. Well, maybe not, because I'm wanting them to peck me. And usually, as soon as I put my hand there, they'll bite it. Little Skip. Grey Wolf Outdoors Homestead's been a member for 1 month. I appreciate that. I forgot what it was, but there was very few starts that my mom would buy. She started almost all of her own seeds. But there was a few things she didn't have good luck with starting, or as something she tried to start ended up not coming up or didn't look good or something when it was time to plant. She would buy them. But there wasn't many she would buy. Almost everything she started from seed. Yeah, I found that out earlier today, Deborah. If they just put their membership highlight up there, you can't tag them. They have to actually say something in chat. I didn't know that. I was trying to tag someone today, and same thing. Couldn't do it. There you go, Gary. You tell Brett the way it is. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to end up with in my garden, but I'm going to do what I can do this year. And next year, I hope to have a greenhouse and really be able to have some stuff. Okay, Amy, not a problem. Thanks for stopping in. I remember my last live, Toby started growling in his sleep too. He probably is, Brett. I bet you Toby ripped you right apart. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Deborah. You know how the dogs go crazy when you guys get home? They normally don't when I get home. Since both of you were gone yesterday, when I got back home, they did that to me. They're all out there by the fence, barking and howling, and it's exactly like they do when you guys get home. They kept it up for like 2 or 3 minutes. Yep, I'm still on, Emily. Well, not too bad. Yeah, Wednesday nights when I get tired because the live later. But I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Didn't get to bed quite as quick as I wanted to. I think it was pretty well towards midnight when I got to bed. And I was up at 8:30 this morning. So, and then up a couple times during the night, use the bathroom. Then by the time you figure at 2 o'clock, it was 3 o'clock. I actually was less than 7 hours of sleep. I'm laughing at, if anyone's wondering, I should tell you. I'm just laughing at this talking here about how Deborah puts up with Brett. Okay, what's it gonna be now? Gary's changing to another Belt Loop 29 channel. I just like when I get my other channels going. Well, I always have my personal channel that I used to use. That's just my name. But all my other channels are all going to be Old Man King something. Okay, Gary. You better come back. Yeah, my body wanted to sleep longer this morning, Emily. But Tony from Creekside Maples does church service on his Creekside Chronicles channel on Sunday morning at 8:30. And I wanted to watch that this morning. So that's why I had to get up at 8:30. I missed it last week because he was sick and had to cancel. Well, I changed the clock on my thermometer over here. I did that this afternoon. And then next time I go somewhere in my van, I'll have to change the clock in that. But that's it. My laptop changed on its own. My phone changed on its own. Yes, I'm sure the PT is going to help my back. That's why I stopped in there to find out about it. And they said they can do it, so I'm going for it. Yeah, that's why I'm hoping I get my laptop back soon. Because this one isn't powerful enough to do editing on. And I want to use my GoPro and be able to start doing some filming with that. Can't do that right now. All I can do is just film my phone because I have to edit on my phone. I was born 3 years before you, Emily. Two years after you, Skip. July 31st, 1971. Yes, I definitely will, Emily. He's only there to do the evaluation on Monday, and they weren't able to get me in for tomorrow, so that's why I'm starting next Monday. Then after that, I'll have a better idea what's going on, how time of the week I'm going, and everything. Yeah, I've heard good and bad about the GoPros. I'm hoping it works out for me. Not sure what mine is. 8 or 9. Yep, 1971 for me. You think you're wiser, Judy? Yes, Emily. Yeah, I'm doing what I can do. I'm just going to take a short break here. I want to get these windows shut. It's starting to get chilly. So I'll be right back. I'm back. Look what I found in my chair when I came back. It doesn't take them long. Yeah, this one's Teddy. There you go, buddy. Well, I appreciate that, Brett. Has been a big help. Okay, Judy. I won't talk back to old people then. Go ahead, talk about me. I know y'all are anyways. I'm from Arkansas, Emily. I know you knew that. Yep, I got 9 cats. Brett says he's the dumbest. Yep, black and white kittens, Teddy. Born August 20th. He's almost 7 months old. Yeah, they are great kitties, DJ. Hello, John. No, that's fine, Emily. I know we're all just kidding around. I can remember certain things, Emily, but the other things I can't remember. I'm one of those people, I go to the store and pick up one thing. I better make a list or I'm going to forget what I went to get. Nope, my kitties stay inside, Brett. There's too much can happen to them outside. Yeah, I think he's a little bit older than that, Judy. I think the chicken's in high school. Who's not in chat tonight, Deborah? Well, it looks like I'm in bombing chat now. No one's chatting much right now. So I guess I got to think of stuff to talk about. Well, I might go fix myself a drink here shortly. It's going to be coffee. But this week, I want to try to get that fence up so I can have a dog-free zone that I can set my shower tent up in and be able to cook and stuff, not have to worry about the dog trying to help himself to what's on the grill. I've got the fence posts for it. I got 3 T-posts that was given to me a while back. And I bought 6 more and a 50-foot roll of fence. And I've got wire to fasten it to the fence post. There's just one thing I need. And he doesn't know it yet. Well, I'm going to ask Brett if I can borrow his post driver. Because that's all that I lack, me able to get that fence up. Well, if my fence disappears, I don't know where to look, Brett. I'm not sure when I will be moving, Emily. Jeff needs to get a septic system in and then get the drains hooked up and get an inspection done so we can get water in the house. I'm not sure how long that's going to take. He's already starting on the fencing for his chickens a little bit, but he can't do too much of that because it's going to be in the way of the construction. But once he gets the septic system in, then getting his chicken coops moving, getting his fencing up won't take long. But it's just another thing that's got to get done. And then I think, because the electric's all hooked up, so I think after he gets that stuff done, then he'll be ready to move. And that's all going to depend on how much help he gets. He'll probably get enough help to get it all done in one day. But anyways, once he gets moved, then the floor has to be redone in the house. And I have to get my fencing set up and stuff. So it won't take long if they can get there and get the floor done. That won't take too long. And the fencing, that is just a matter of a few days. But it all depends on how quick Jeff can get moved. If it's up to Jeff, it would have been last summer, but obviously things didn't go as he planned. He had a lot of delays along the way, but that's what's holding everything up now. I don't know if I missed anything here while I was talking. Yeah, Jeff, I wouldn't like to have hinges on him. Yeah, Judy, I had a shower tent set up out here until the puppies decided to destroy it on me. So that's why this time there's going to be a fence around it. Well, go ahead and film it if you want, Deborah. Just don't put a camera inside the tent. Yeah, I'll film it, Emily. I doubt that I will go live. It's not out of the question, but I doubt that I will. But I will film it. There'll be a video out on it. Yeah, but you know what, Brett? There was only a week of winter this year. That 1 week in January is the only real winter. Hello, J&B. Oh, yeah, definitely, Deborah. No way would I be able to do a live between here and there. And I've got spotty service on my phone, so I really doubt that it'll be alive. Yeah, I've upgraded from the hose showers, Brett. What I do is take a 5-gallon bucket of water and take my hot plate and coffee pot outside. Fire up my generator, run a cord over to it, and then fill up that coffee pot. Let that boil. Dump it in the bucket. Do it again. Fill it up, let it boil, dump it in. By the time I get those 2 coffee pots full of boiling water in that 5-gallon bucket, it's perfect. And then I just take a cottage cheese container and dump it over my head. Hello, Maritza. Get coffee and what, bruh? We talk about the comment I made a few minutes ago. I'm just making a cup of coffee, nothing else. Might not even do it, but I might. Oh, you gotta get all fancy, Deborah. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean there, Wanda. You know, when I was in New York, outdoor shower season was May to maybe mid-September. That was it. Yep, I've used that coffee pot to heat water up many times. Welcome back to Chicken. Hi, Batman. You don't get on camera too often. This is my old boy, Batman. He'll be 6 years old next month. He's my oldest cat. Don't jump on my laptop, bud. Very friendly cat. He'll come lay in my lap. Wants to get petted and stuff. But he does not like to be held. Yeah, he's still right here next to me. Let me pet him, but he just don't want to be held, so I can't get him on camera. But eventually, I'm going to have a camera set up so you'll be able to see the cats on a live. They're going to have their own channel. I'll probably make some videos to put on it too. But I plan on, I don't know, depending on where they end up spending a lot of time, whether it be in the catio or in their cat room, whatever. I'm going to set a camera up on them and do a live on their channel. And I plan on doing the same thing with the chickens. I was thinking about that, Brett. I will add that command in. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with an outdoor shower. And also, it's in the middle of the winter up north. Then there's something wrong with it. Did you grow up on Prince Edward Island, Wanda? I bet you the beginning and end of the season was kind of chilly. But I know when I was in New York, it was, well, there'd be days towards the end of August that it'd be chilly to shower outside. You had to pick your days. But October, that was really cold for the most part. Yeah, that's all I did. That's one thing that made it bad for me is I was just using a hose when I was in New York. If the sun was out, and because the hose had to run quite a ways, but it did run through the woods. But if the sun was out and hit spots on the hose, it wouldn't be too bad even on a cooler day until that water that had been sitting there in the sun ran out and it was water directly from the well. Then it got cold. Yeah, I bet it is, Wanda. Well, I think I am going to make that coffee now. But I'm going to just leave this running while I do it. I'm going to be about 10 feet away from my laptop, so you might not be able to hear me real well, but I'll try to talk a little louder so you can still hear me. I'm going to go get that coffee going. Or maybe I better not. Nope, I'm not gonna. when I run the microwave, I don't know why this happens, but sometimes when I run the microwave, I'll lose Wi-Fi. So, don't want to be starting the microwave up. And the coffee pot takes too long to heat up. I know the feeling, Wanda. I don't think Gary, Beltlook 29, is in here anymore. But I did that in his live last night. Laying there in bed. I know he's getting ready to shut it down. But when he actually shut it down, I was asleep. All of a sudden, I wake up, live is over. Yeah, sometimes I'll leave a live playing, have a video playing or something, right where the laptop is now. It'll be going fine. Then as soon as I start that microwave up, it'll stop. Luckily, I thought of that before I went over to start the microwave up. Hey, Superman. How you doing, buddy? Look up in my lap. Here. Let me hold you, bud. Oh, Superman don't let me picking him up. He said no. Well, that's nice, Jane B. Yeah, I have some mornings I just don't want to get up. I missed a beautiful sunrise a couple weeks ago. I regretted every day since not going out to film it. I could see through the window. The sky was all red. But I wasn't in the position to be able to film it from inside. I would have had to go outside. And I just didn't feel like getting up that morning to go outside. But that was beautiful that morning. But now the sun's going to be rising later, so for a while. So if I see that again, I'll get out there next time. I was horizontal, Brett. But to film through the window, I'd be filming through chicken wire. Plus that window's dirty. So I've been through chicken wire, through a dirty window, looking through the trees, where I should have got up and went out to the road where I had a clear shot at the morning sky. I gotta find a good place to film sunsets too. Live in the darn mountains, so I should be able to find a spot to film a sunset. Well, I have been known to talk to plants. I mainly talk with cats and chickens. And I know you've seen me sitting out there with the chickens before, having a conversation with them. Yeah, that's it, Brett. So you don't feel weird. I actually got told off by Mr. Black today. I put some water in. It's a Christmas tree stand that I'm borrowing right now. I put some water in it, but the water's dirty in there. I need to dump that out and scrub it out and stuff. I do that every few days. Well, today I just put water in there, and I was telling the chickens they had two other waters with clean water in them. And I told them, I'll just put some water in that for today, and I'll clean that out tomorrow because they got the other waters where they can get clean water out of. And Mr. Black told me off. Yep. Kitties are always looking for a good warm spot. Like last night, let's see. No, last night I had the heater on all night. Night before, turned the heater on in the evening for a couple hours, shut it off. Didn't have it on all night. It got down upper 50s. Well, when I got up in the morning, because it was a little bit cooler in here, almost all the cats were in bed with me. And try different ways, Deborah. See what works out the best. And if one works out better than the other, then you know for future years that works out better. Yeah, I guess Earl kind of does look like he's upset. Yeah, you know who Mr. Black is, Brett. It's my black astrolord. Oh, yeah, they've been bad, Deborah. Mr. Easter got the hose today. He's over harassing Earl. You wouldn't leave him alone. So I chased him right off with a hose. He left him alone for a few minutes. I don't like him harassing Earl. I just want Earl to rest and hope his leg better sooner. Well, yeah, I talk my chickens every day, DJ. Okay, Deborah, thanks for being here. Yeah, I think YouTube police took off. Yeah, the area where I used to live, Emily, they're right in the middle of a big storm now. Supposed to be getting 8 to 14 inches or 8 to 16 inches, something like that. Okay, I'll send you an email, Deborah. Yeah, I haven't seen Adam 12 in a long time. I think Adam 12 might be on Pluto TV. Yeah, have a good night, Deborah. Emily, you asking who Adam 12 is? Adam 12 is a TV show. Hello, Joe. Has spring come to Iowa yet? I actually was watching Little House on the Prairie today. Yeah, it's an old police show from the '60s, Emily. It's a good show. I love those old TV shows from the '60s and '70s. Oh, the Dukes of Hazzard is one of the best, if not the best show ever. Yeah, you used to watch Bewitched? Yes, Green Acres is very, very good also. And Petticoat Junction. Yeah, I'm going to look something up here. Try Pluto TV for Gunsmoke. Go to. Well, I have the app on my phone. Hope I'm able to do. Hey, I should be on one more tab. It's Pluto.tv on a computer, and on the phone you can get the Pluto TV app. And go to Classic TV, and there's a Gunsmoke channel. They play Gunsmoke 24 hours a day on there. There's commercials, but it's free. Oh, you're a little cooler than we are here, Joe. I know you can get some nasty weather there in Iowa. Yep, I used to watch I Dream of Jeannie. I haven't seen that in years. Yep, it sure is, Deborah. Time flies when you're having fun. I've never been to Arizona. Nowhere's in Arizona. Yeah, I was watching All in the Family a couple days ago. Yep, it's on there. I thought it was. I just double checked, and it is. I know I've watched it on there before. But they have some channels that they have different shows on. They keep changing them every month or two. But Gunsmoke is its own channel. Emily, do you mean where you type in whether in your zip code? Does that work in any YouTube Live? Is that what you're talking about? Because if that's what you're talking about, it won't work unless the person's got it set up. That's got to be set up through Nightbot. Yep, I used to watch Muppets. I love T-Hong. Dick Van Dyke. I watched that a lot. Used to watch that all the time. Still watch it occasionally. I used to watch MASH. I never cared for Carol Burnett. I watched Mama's Family one day within the past week. Hello, Lucy. Yeah, anything special like the Weather Command, that's got to be set up through Nightbot, or there's a couple other bots that'll do that stuff also. Nightbot's the only one I deal with. As far as I know, none of that stuff is done directly through YouTube. There's supposed to be a joke command. In fact, I know there's a joke command that you can use for Nightbot too, but I can't get it set up. I tried looking it up to see how it had to be entered in there, and I'm getting different things, and nothing's working right for me. Because if I can ever get that set up right, all you gotta do is type joke in chat, and Nightbot will tell you a joke. Yeah, if I can get the right command for it, I will do it, because I was trying to find it. Yep, I know what you mean, Wanda, about participating in gossip. If I repeat something that I think might be gossip, I make sure I put a disclaimer on it that I'm not sure if it's the truth or not. And Nightbot can really be helpful. Some people hate Nightbot because Nightbot can do a lot of bad stuff to your life. It can time people out for ridiculous stuff, but you just need to disable all of that. So Nightbot can't do any of that, and my Nightbot cannot time anyone out. Yep, you just have to configure it. Yep, I watch Mob. Okay, Wanda. I knew you wouldn't anyways. I like that, Judy. Are you making that up, Brett? Gumby and Poke? I've never heard of that. I think you're making it up. Oh, I used to love the Golden Girls. Oh, yeah, I laugh occasionally. I didn't intend to do that. I intend to have my live on here so I could go on YouTube if I needed to. But when I was looking up to see if Gunsmoke had its own channel on Pluto TV, I actually ended up having that playing Little House on the Prairie because that's the last thing I watched on there. Yeah, Deborah, I remember that song very well. Yeah, I remember Delta Dawn. Yeah, there's certain songs that there's only certain ones I want to hear them from. I know what you mean there, Joe. Thank you, Lucy. I appreciate that. I'll get your name added to the ticker for Sunday. Thank you. I wish Gary was still in here. He was singing on his live last night, and someone sent him, I think it was $100 super chat to stop singing. Okay, Deborah, have a good night. And how much longer this is going to be going. Because I'm running out of stuff to talk about. I was out there with Earl about 5 o'clock or so. Not too long before I started the live, I was out there. Actually, 5:15. That's when it was when I came in. I was out there just before I came in. He's doing okay. Any of the wounds that he had on him seem to be healing up good. It's just he needs to rest his leg and let that get better. Deborah checked him over, and he didn't have any swelling or dislocation or anything. She was wondering if maybe he pulled a muscle from kicking so much. So we're thinking that the 3 young mackerels ganged up on him. So it wasn't just one-on-one. Because the first day, he couldn't even hardly stand up. He was falling over. But now, he's limping. But he can walk around now. Not much because he's in that dog crate to keep him safe and try to get him to rest his leg, but he's on his feet all the time. Yeah, that's a rooster's defense is kicking. Yep, that's what I thought it was, Brett. Right around April 10th, 12th. Yeah, he should be back to himself. Hopefully soon. But he's going to be separated from the younger boys once I'm able to let him out of the dog crate. He's going to be in a different run. Well, he's not really in timeout, DJ. He didn't do anything wrong. It's just he's got to be separated to heal up, because I wish he would just sit down in there and just take it easy. But he's on his feet all the time. Hello, Shasta Valley. And once I get moved, I'm going to be able to make more runs. And I'll be able to get the boys split up so they won't be in there together. I probably wouldn't have gotten those chicks last summer if I knew it was going to be this long before I got moved. Because I was planning on being moved long before this. So then I'd be able to get them split up by the time they got to this age. But things didn't work out. Well, I'm not going to make any comments on your beverages. I don't want to get in trouble. If I make a comment, they're going to say that saliva's not suitable for ads. Speaking of ads, I see one of my lives, and I didn't do this. I click that I'll manually tell them where to put the ads and then just not do it. And they used to put ads in the middle of it, but now they're putting ads in the middle of lives. I don't know about when it's live, but for the replay, they're putting ads in. Looks like most of them are 3 to 5 ads in it. I've got one live that they have put 39 ads in it. It's 2 hours and 2 minutes long, and they put 39 ads in it. Never seen anyone steal a water heater before. But I know I had a refrigerator stolen one time. And I know who stole it too. But the thing is, didn't have any proof of it, so didn't even bother with the police. Yeah, I know it'll happen, DJ. It's just the timing with these chickens isn't right. So I wanted to get them last summer, so by this spring I could be hatching out chicks. But now I can't use them to hatch out the purebred chicks like I wanted, because I'm not moved and have them separated now and stuff. So I would have just held off for a while if I knew it was going to be this long. Because it's creating problems now because of them being the age they are now and still having them together. Well, that's funny, Emily. Because I always have monetization turned on for the live. Well, once in a while I forget to turn it on until after the live is over. And I know they've got to be playing ads for some people because I'm making ad revenue on my lives. Not a lot, but a couple dollars or so for every live. Yeah, Shasta Valley, if you witness someone doing it, then they take a statement from you and maybe they can do something about it. But my refrigerator, I just know who it was. I didn't have any proof of it. Because it was out behind the house, couldn't be seen from the road or anything. And he was picking up scrap metal to help out a friend. And then I found out, because his friend was supposed to be getting all the money from it. Then I found out he's only getting a small portion of the money. But anyways, I had an old car out in the woods. that I told them they could take some stuff off from that I didn't need. And while he's here that day, he stole my gas grill. I actually caught him doing it. I got the grill back, but he had thrown it and broke the legs off it. Then a week later, my refrigerator's gone. It was a good working refrigerator. I know darn well he's the one that took it. No, I didn't see Drew's video yet. I've been busy today. I need to watch that. Yeah, I bet you will be happy with that, Shasta Valley. Yeah, those ads are funny, Emily. I've got YouTube Premium now. I had a 3-month free trial. At the end of 3 months, I didn't want to give it up. So I just pay the $13.99 a month for it now. So I don't see any ads anyways. But I know back before I had that, you go to different live, some people were seeing ads, some wouldn't. I might get an ad, then someone else would say they never got an ad. Sometimes I wouldn't get an ad, someone else did. So, I don't know, that's funny the way that works. Yeah, I was lucky with my watch hours. It was my subs that took longer. See, it was about 10.5 months it took me to get monetized. I had my hours over 2 weeks before I had my subs. And the only reason I got my subs is I had a major shout out from a big channel. And I got I think it was around 100 subs from that shout out. And that put me over 1,000. No, actually, that wasn't what did it. Because then they took subs away, and I was back down to like 995 or so. And it took me about a week to get over 1,000 and stay over 1,000. Eventually, I did, Emily. I wasn't using that refrigerator right then. But then when I did need it, I did have to buy a new one. Yeah, since I started getting money from YouTube in September, I have made the threshold to get paid every month except this month. I didn't make enough in February to get paid in March. So that rolled over, and I should be there now. Because as of last night when they updated it, so that would have been from a couple days ago, I lacked $2.01 for my $100 threshold. So I'm sure after this live, I'll have the $100 threshold made. So I'll get it next month. You gonna go arrest him, Gary? Yeah, I don't want to give names out on here, but and one of my friend's brother, and I definitely was not friends with that one. I was friends with two of the brothers, and then the third brother, he was something else. Yeah, thing is, I wasn't home when it happened. I'll stick my dog on you, Brett. Yeah, some people do get some pretty good suffer reviews. Okay, Gary, I'll let Drew know next time I see him. Oh, yeah, I used to live in New York. It was real bad there. They were stealing stuff out of yards, breaking into houses, breaking into sheds, garages, constantly. I could tell you the number of times that I had stuff stolen, but I don't plan on being on this live until midnight. Because there was my gas grill, refrigerator. Another time I had a pile of scrap metal stolen. There was a radiator, a starter, some other stuff there. Of course, I just took the most valuable stuff. A couple batteries. Had 5 gallons of gas stolen. Well, it wasn't really 5 gallons. I used some out of it. Put it in my lawnmower, like 3 or 4 gallons probably. Can and all. Well, Gary, after I get moved and have my party, you'll have to come. That's what I've heard, Gary. Oh, yeah, it definitely is a lot different around here, Brett. And it's not a matter of living in the country. It's the part of the country that it is. Hello, Nancy. I've already had to buy a stove and refrigerator. Dogman actually found them. It was a friend of his that had them. And I got a good deal on them. I'm going to need a washer. I wouldn't absolutely have to, but I really would like to have a washer. So I don't have to go to the laundromat. And a dryer would be nice. And I'm kind of undecided about a dishwasher. I'm thinking it might be easier since I can't stand at the sink for too long. But I can make do without that. But I really am going to have to get a washer and preferably dryer also. As far as major appliances, I think that's all that I'll have to get. Thank you, Emily. Well, the thing where everyone's concerned about watch hours, Wanda, is to be fully monetized, you need to have 4,000 watch hours within the past 365 days. And after I got monetized, they came up with something else now. You can be partially monetized with, I believe it's 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I think, well, I'll just say partially monetized because I can't remember exactly what you get there. But once you're fully monetized, then the watch hours don't really matter. But you get money from the ads that are played on your videos. So, of course, the more views that you get, the more time that ad's going to be played. And then memberships, if you choose to have them, super chats, super stickers. It works out a little different for everyone. But I get the most money from memberships. And then second most is from ads. I don't think I could ever turn Missing Ginger against you, Brett. Hello, Eddie. Yes, if you, I think, Wanda, I'm not sure on that. Because I've heard conflicting reports. But I've always, no, actually, no, that's if you're watching with a different account. I don't know, because I've heard that your views will count 3 times. I don't know. What I used to do, I used to watch videos on different accounts. But I'm hearing conflicting stuff on that. After I get moved, Eddie, come to the party. Gary will pick you up on the way. Yep, that's it, Gary. They just think they're better than everyone else, above the law, and they can do whatever they want to do. Yes, Emily. He got a hold of me and told me that one of his friends, well, first it was just a stove, and then a couple weeks later, oh, she got a refrigerator for sale too. Okay. Yeah, it's still 4,000 watch hours to be fully monetized. With the 3,000, I think, I could be wrong on this, but I think it's, you can have memberships, super chats, but I believe for the ads that it's still 4,000 hours. That's why they're calling the 3,000 partially monetized and 4,000 is fully monetized. Yes. YouTube takes about 30%. I've been hearing different numbers, but I know on my membership and super chats, what it shows that I make is exactly 70% of what the person gave. Like if someone signs up for a membership at my $9.99 level, it will show tomorrow that I made $7 from a membership. Hello, Haig. Hope you're doing well. I know you were sick there at one point. Yeah, I've got 5, Wanda. I'm trying to talk him into it, Eddie. Yeah, Earl used to think he was above the law. Well, a lot of times in-laws are outlaws. Oh, Gary, you're back in here now. Yeah, I was telling him earlier how someone gave you a super chat last time. I think it was $100, wasn't it? For you to stop singing. I believe I'll double check. Don't know if I got any super chats today, but I'll try to go back and check. But I think the super chats are 70-30 also. I've got, let's see, I've got 25 chickens right now, Haig. Yeah, I was in the live. Gary was paid $100 to stop singing. Hello, Lauren and Joel. I'll have to read that a few times before I learn it all, Brett. I kind of thought it was for all the singing, Gary, but I wasn't 100% sure. And at that point, you probably weren't really thinking straight. I've got seven of them laying right now, Haig. 11 of them are only, well, they'd be 3 weeks old Tuesday. And then 4 cockerels and 1's a rooster. So I don't really have many of laying eggs right now. Yep, you did, Gary. Oh, I just think it makes the life funny, Gary. I know I'm not offended by that. Welcome back, Jonesy. I see you changed your name since you were in earlier. I knew it was you before, though. I probably don't know all of your channels, though. You probably got a couple I don't know yet. Yeah, Jonesy likes to be tricky. Tries to come on a channel where he thinks no one would know him. As long as you're not drinking at work or drinking while you're driving, it's fine to drink occasionally there, Gary. I had some watered down orange juice this afternoon. Yeah, that's a good thing, Gary. That's where people get into trouble. Hey, Domino. Domino came to visit. We got the oldest member of the family. Now we got the youngest member of the family. There you go. Brett, get Deborah her Dexter cow. Thank you, Wanda. She is a little sweetie. Yep, some people do that, Gary. When I was working at the store back in New York, someone found a phone in the parking lot one night, brought it in. So we just left it there. See if someone would call. Well, next morning, someone called. He called from a friend's phone, called his number to see if anyone would answer it. Well, sure enough, the other cashier was working with me that day. She answered the phone. He says, "Oh, good, someone found my phone. Can you tell me where this is so I can pick it up?" And sure enough, he had no idea he was there. And he came in to pick it up. He said, "I didn't even know we came here last night." He said, "I remember leaving somewhere." He called the person by name. I knew who he was talking about. Didn't really know the person, but I knew who he's talking about. He remembered leaving their house, and that was the last thing he remembered until he got home. He said, "I know we went a few more places, but I didn't remember where they were, and I had no idea we even came here." But sure enough, his phone was in the parking lot. Well, those don't sound like bad drinks, Joe. I gotta get some cream soda. Now you mentioned cream soda. I love cream soda. Sure you can, Brett. You might be feeling a little more gray and hay than you wanna, but you definitely can do it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You wanna have the cow mostly grass fed. I don't blame you there. Yeah, I don't drink much soda. You like a little bit occasionally. Yeah, and you left at the Harps one time too. You're always losing your phone, Brett. Yep, Gary, that causes a lot of problems. I've known of more than one relationship that broke up from drinking. Okay, thanks for being here, Wanda. You have a good night. I know it's getting late for you. I think it's 11 o'clock for you, isn't it? Yeah, my watch later list has grown all the time. I got to get to that sometime. I'm getting behind. Okay, good night, Haig. Have a good night. I'm not even sure how many people I'm subscribed to now. I know at one time it was about 1,300. But what I'm doing, I'm trying to watch at least a little bit from the ones that are watching my videos. And then there's a few channels that they're mostly bigger channels, so I know they're never going to watch mine. But I like some of their content, so I'll watch some of them. But I'm trying to concentrate on the ones that are supporting me. Still got some work to do on it, but that's my goal. Yeah, I gotta look it up, Gary. I've been doing a lot on my phone lately, and my phone doesn't tell me everything. Okay, Superman? Well, been on here for 3.5 hours. I think it's just about time to call it a night. Actually, live's one reason I get behind on videos. I love lives. Okay, you have a good night, Gary. Okay. Well, I'm gonna bring up a participants list on here. Nope, guess not. Okay. Good night, Gary. Good night, Tony. Good night, Brett. Good night, DJ. Good night, Jonesy. Good night, Joe. Good night, Wanda. Good night, Lauren and Joel. Okay. I'm back here about 12 minutes. I don't know who else is still here. But good night to everyone. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Got another live Wednesday at 10 o'clock Central. Have a good night, everyone.